Hello everybody, welcome to the series on what was happening in the business world when you were sleeping last night. Facebook, Amazon, Lyft, a whole bunch of major technology companies are letting go of people right now. Now what does this mean for their investors? The investors in these companies over the last 10 to 20 years are used to seeing multi-digit growths, 10% growth, 20% growth, 30% growth year after year after year. And when they are seeing these kind of declines, they are pushing these organizations to look into alternate ideas, alternate growth areas. And one such area where almost all the major technology companies are looking right now is healthcare. You might ask me a simple question, hey Pavan, why do I care if these big tech companies are getting into the healthcare industry? Well, I'll give you two reasons. Number one, these companies that we are talking about, Facebook's, Amazon's, Microsoft's, these are huge companies. When they themselves are looking at a potential opportunity, that opportunity should also be very big, which means the healthcare market is huge. Number two, these big tech companies are getting into an industry where there is a chance for a lot of things going to be made into the digital space. Now, what we are talking about is a huge industry with a lot of opportunity for disruption and technology jobs opportunities. And that is the reason why you should be looking into this video and subsequently do your own research as well in the healthcare space. Now, if you are going to attend a big tech interview or if you are going to attend a healthcare job interview, doesn't matter, you still need to know the overarching industry, how the dynamics work within the industry. There are three primary segments within the healthcare industry. Number one is you and me, the patients, right? Number two is the provider of the healthcare services itself. It could be a doctor, it could be a hospital, anybody. The third one is who is connecting both a provider and the patient, which is the insurance, right? So we need to look at all these three factors when we talk about the healthcare industry. So let's see how big tech companies are jumping into each one of these spaces. The first one is the patient, you and me. Now, if we just take a step back, we already own a Fitbit or we have a Halo, Amazon Halo. Fitbit is owned by Google. Then we are also looking at Apple Watch or iPhone by themselves are almost like a wearable, right? A health tracker devices. Now, the big tech companies are in this space and looking to work with their patients from a very long time already. Even Meta, for that matter of fact, have had a project that was running into the wearable space, but they ultimately decided to stop it a few months back. Now, if we jump in from the patient to the provider space, right? The doctors. Right now in the US, if you have to basically go and get a checkup, you book an appointment, go to the doctor, wait in the queue, or the appointment itself will have a long lead time. This means there is a lot of scope for disruption in this industry, and that is where Amazon has come into the picture. They mentioned exactly a week back on November 15th that they are opening Amazon clinics, right? It's basically an online marketplace for healthcare services. This comes on the back of one of the major acquisitions they have made earlier this year for $3.9 billion, the One Medical subscription platform. The One Medical subscription services is again a primary healthcare services provider, both with online and also offline primary care centers. Right now, if we talk about just the provider, right, the doctor or hospital, there is another fact behind these doctors and hospitals where these big tech companies are going in. That is for organizing their medical records. And AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, all these services are now trying to get a piece of the pie, and they are creating specific cloud solutions for these doctors and hospitals, right? The third part, I would say, just before going into the insurance, one more additional small piece, right? Not a big piece, but a small piece is the pharmacy industry itself, which accounts for less than $1 trillion, right, in the market value. Now, the pharmacy industry is also a place where Amazon is going in. Amazon has Amazon Pharmacy. Now you can see where these big tech companies are going and playing in every single healthcare segment, right? We did not talk much about Google, but let me tell you, Google's venture capital arms like Google Ventures and Gradient Ventures, along with their private equity arm, that is G Capital or Capital G, they have over 100 plus investments in the healthcare and life sciences space. Right? That's how deep they are involved in the healthcare and the life sciences space. Now, if we take a step back, we have covered about the patient, we have covered about the provider, and there is one other arm, which is the insurance arm. Apple has a pact with John Hancock. That's another insurance provider in the US. And which insurance provider would not love to have data about, hey, whether you exercise versus not, whether you follow a good diet versus not, and all these data elements are being fed in our wearables. So these insurance companies are looking for partnerships with these wearables, right? And that's where the technology companies are entering into these partnerships. Google has partnered with Swiss Re, one of the giants in the insurance space. Now, as I already mentioned, Apple has been doing something else, and also Microsoft Azure, the cloud services team, is building specific cloud solutions for Allianz, one of the global giants in the insurance space, right? So you can see the big tech companies are all over the healthcare space, and the reason why I brought it up is because one, there is news from the last week itself that Amazon has opened Amazon clinics, and subsequently you will see a lot more of action in this space from the other big tech companies as well. Hope you understand the opportunity and also the importance of this space, not only for big tech companies, for you and me as well. Thank you so much, guys. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. If you like the video, please press on the like button and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.